Shalom, brethren. Welcome back to Leon's Bible. We're still moving with our subject topic called Look Both Ways. Despite what is happening, look both ways. Despite of what is reacting, look both ways. Life is still good. God is ultimately most good than life itself. He is always good in our lives. And today we'll be moving on with look both ways. Yesterday I spoke a bit concerning our decision, our flaws, our mistakes. Though we're more into actually look both ways, that our past, if I'm not mistaken, our past can never be better than today. But today we will look both ways, that it does not matter what is happening. It does not matter what you have decided. Look both ways. Our lives aren't defined with our flaws, our bad decision, our lack of knowledge, and so much. But it depends on how you stand during that bad decision, during that weakness. Because God did not come for the strong, but for the weak, in order to unleash His greatness, in order to make you more greater and strong. That bad decision does not define you. It depends on how you stand. Your lack of knowledge does not define you. It depends on how you stand. It should not be a point of view that I missed this because of this, and it makes you lack the light of seeing in front. But what do you do after knowing that you lack knowledge and so much more? How do you stand makes the difference. You aren't failing because things went bad, or that you made a bad decision, or you're more self-involved in the outcome. That is not the reason why. We can see at Ecclesiastes 9 verse 12, it says that, I'll start with verse 11c. It says that bad luck happens to everyone. You never know when your time is coming. Like birds suddenly caught in a trap, like fish caught in a net. We are trapped at some evil moment when we least accept it. So, these seasons always come. I'm not encouraging or provoking imperfections, lack of knowledge, lack of standing firm, lack of bad decision, but I'm saying that it should not be a point of view. It should not be a mark of worries, a mark that I made it, but it should be a mark that it made me somebody better. We can see at Ecclesiastes 7:20, it says that 7:20, it says that there is no one on earth who does what is right all the time and never makes a mistake. Nobody. But why are people moving? Why are people prospering and you're still laying down, not seeing the light, surrounded with darkness all around you? Why? It depends on how you stand. It depends on what you did after that bad decision. It depends on your point of view. How did you view that bad decision? How did you view it? God still loves us. Bad decisions, lack of knowledge, does not diminish His love for us. His love is unconditional. Nor does it erase it. Nor does bad decision make Him love us nothing less or not anymore. But our actions are the ones that define us after making the mistakes. We can see an example of David. David was a man after God's heart, but David was one of the most imperfect men. I love this man a lot. He killed his friend because of a woman that he viewed bathing naked. He married the woman because he killed his husband. But despite it all, Bathsheba was pregnant, and God tormented David because of his decision. So we will always face the consequences of our decisions. And the baby died. But what did David do? What did David do after the failure? What did David do after seeing things are not going? He mourned, he wore sackcloth for weeks and never ate anything, crying to the Lord. And do you see? Through the same mistake, Solomon was made the most wise man ever. We see Joshua, his battle failed in Ai, though God told him there will be victory. But that was never a point that I am not strong anymore. But still he stood and asked God why, and God revealed it, and he repented and took the precautions needed in order to be in the right track. So that decision is not a barrier. That lack of knowledge is not a barrier. What are you doing in that moment? What are you doing in that moment? Because in the midst of the bad decision, in the midst of your weaknesses and your flaws and your lack of knowledge, God's plan are always good for you. And He has high expectations for you, similar to Isaiah 55, 8 to 9, that His ways are different from ours, and His thoughts are not like ours. His thoughts are high, just like the heavens for us. And despite of what is happening in our life, God is the perfect man who always turns the bad for good. Despite you feel that that is a trap, this is a bad thing that is happening, but in the mid of the bad thing that is happening, there is something good within it. So open your eyes and see that even if I went into this track, what is good about it? What good is happening? Look both ways. Stop focusing on the negative and look at the positive view of this thing, because God is always good. He is the masterpiece of changing the bad to good, despite of how others view it. So God is not a man. He is not a man. He is not here for the qualified but for the unqualified. He's not here for the perfect but for the imperfect. And He's not here for the strong but for the weak. Just accept Him. Know that you need Him. And that thing that happened, whatever it is, whatever weakness, it does not define you. It just makes you better. It's just a mark to reveal His greatness, to manifest and unleash who you are. Look both ways. Look both ways. That difficulty is not a problem. Look both ways. It does not matter what. Look both ways. Look both ways in the midst of those plans. I know we all have plans like, oh, I have my bucket list. I got my yearly vision boards on track. I got my 5 years visions, like after 5 years I must do 1 2 3 3 3. We all got things scheduled. All of us have everything scheduled, but we also forgot to involve God into those schedules. Though we have free will, we can see at Ecclesiastes 3:11 it says that He has sent the right time for everything. He has given us the desire to know the future, but gives us the satisfaction of fully understanding what He does. So we all desire to know the future. We all view ourselves in a certain point. Maybe you had a revelation. Maybe it's your desire. You know the future, but the mid of it is clogged. You don't know what is going to happen in between. So don't give up. Don't give up. God is good. Despite those vision boards did not be manifested as you want, God is still good. Open your eyes and see what God has planted and installed in that lack of vision board, in that lack of fulfillment. He is still good. He has plans for you. They are good, and His timing is perfect. And look both ways. When your plans do not happen per plan, or there is a twist of story, His plans are always good. I say that, similar to Jeremiah 29. His plans are for prosperity and not disaster. Similar, His thoughts are high, just like the heavens in Isaiah 55, 8 to 9. Nothing has changed. He's still the same God. He told Moses that I am who I am. He is the same God. He is the same God. He is the future, the present, the past. He never changed. His ways are firm. He is who He is. Do not feel like it's your end. Do not feel like there is no hope. Things have never worked as I planned. But seek His guidance, seek in His counsel, and know that He has plans for you and they're good. And in between the failure, there is something good. Open your eyes. Let's look at this verse in 1 Peter verse 2. Chapter 9, it says that, but you are the chosen race, the king's priesthood, the holy nation, God's own people, chosen to proclaim the wonderful acts of God who called you out of darkness into His marvelous light. So you're still the chosen race, despite of the bad decision, despite of the lack of fulfillment of plans, despite that you feel like today is worse and yesterday was better. You are the chosen generation, and discover why are you in the midst of all of that. Discover, why am I in the midst of this? Look both ways. Open your eyes. He's still good. There is something. There is always something. I love you guys. Let's meet tomorrow while we're proceeding with Look Both Ways.